Hey, man. Woo! I just had some good old fried chicken. Boy, I seasoned it with old seasoned salt, man. Had some nice pepper on it. Then I just had some macaroni and cheese, man. I doubled up the cheese. You know how good macaroni and cheese is, man. Wow, man. Macaroni and cheese. Then I had some greens, collard greens, man, and I put a little vinegar on there, man, with those collard greens, and I had on the side some dressing. Oh boy, I got some dressing hooked up, man, and whoa, and then you got to top off some dressing with some cranberry sauce, man. You can't go wrong with just adding cranberry sauce. Some people like gravy, but I like the cranberry sauce because I like that good tangy cranberry sweet taste on that, man. Oh man, that was awesome. With a little dressing, man. You know, I doubled down on it. I ate about two of those, man. You know, I doubled down on that, man. Then for dessert, wow, I had a slice of my favorite cake, man, coconut cake. Woo! Had some pie too, but I'm not too much of a pie person, man. I like sweet potato pie. I'm not crazy about pumpkin pie, but sweet potato pie, man. But I just had some coconut cake, man, with my vanilla ice cream, man. I just put those together, man. That was my dessert, man. That was awesome, man. I mean, wow. I ate good. I ate good, man. Man, I was nice and full and stuffed, man, when I got through. You know, I got hungry a little later again. I just got me some more ice cream and, another slice of cake and everything. You know, stomach was hurting a little bit, but that was okay. I just got a little bit of that. And, man, I went to town on that. That was awesome, man. That was awesome. That was so good, man. I eat. Man, I eat that the majority of my life, man. I mean, I ate good. You know, I had a big family, man. It was 10 to 11 of us, and 11 altogether. Six boys and five girls, and mom and dad took good care of us. You know, with the low budget that they had, they took care of us. But we ate good. And we didn't only eat fried chicken, man. We ate pork chops, man. We ate neck bone. We ate chitterlings, man. We ate a lot of that stuff growing up, and it was delicious, man. I mean, putting a lot of hot sauce on the chitlins. Had a lot of desserts. That's when ice cream was cheap. You had the gallons and you had the little half gallons, you had the little pints. And we had a lot of vanilla ice cream. They had a lot of crazy flavors then. But man, don't forget the homemade ice cream, man. That yellow homemade ice cream. Man, growing up, man, and then going up to the teens and to adulthood, man, ate good, man. I mean, we ate all types of meat, uh, savored, floured and rotisserie, honey barbecue wings, hot wings, different type of things, man. And man, some of the breads and the cornbread, man, mainly in the black community. We ate good, man. And I'm not saying the white community didn't either, or the Latino, whatever. So I'm just saying, growing up, then we ate very good. We ate very good, and got full. And our daily meals was breakfast, lunch, dinner, and sometimes, a lot of times, especially when we was younger, we had desserts. But we could not get desserts if we didn't eat our dinner. Remember those days you could not get desserts if you did not eat your dinner. I know in my family we didn't get desserts if we did not eat our dinner, or we had to sit at the table and finish everything. The one thing we always wind up not finishing was usually 9 times out of 10, most of the time, was vegetables. Once in a while, maybe some beans or something if they wasn't pork and beans, because a lot of us like the pork and beans, especially if hot dogs was in them. But usually it's the vegetables that be left on the plate. You remember those days growing up? The vegetables usually be left on the plate, and we had to sit at the table and finish our vegetables before we got dessert. So we ate pretty good. I ate pretty good growing up back then. I ate real pretty good and everything like that. But it was the menu for the meals of the day was a traditional menu. So we like had breakfast, lunch could be different things, even a peanut butter jelly sandwich, which I ate a lot of that and loved it. I put double peanut butter with double jelly in. Oh, peanut butter with toast spread it with margarine, because I didn't like butter, because margarine was the thing, man. Margarine tasted better than butter, bro. So I put a lot of margarine on my toast, man, and I hooked that up, bro. Man, then sometimes I have some pancakes and sometimes you have some what they call it, not so much cinnamon toast, but I forgot it already. But man, it was a lot of my aunt Julia used to make some French toast when I stayed with my grandmother a lot, man. French toast, man, smothered with that syrup, man. French toast, oh man, it was so good. I can taste that now. My mouth just get watery, bro. My mouth just get watery. But it's more than that I grew up. Speaking about myself, grew up eating, man, and it was delicious, man. It was delicious, man. I remember eating that way, going out playing, going to the park, racing, because I used to be one of the fastest runners in my block, back then, and going out running and playing, and people go to the park. I didn't swim, so I didn't go up to the park and swim. So many other members swim and everything like that. But go out there, then we went to the drive-in. Dad took us to the drive-in. Then we got White Castles. The ones that know what White Castle is, in the front of South, you're not going to know that, but Crystals are in the South. Crystal burgers are a copycat of White Castle. Sorry to tell you that, Southers, Southerners, but Crystal burgers are just a copycat of the White Castles up in the north. But anyway, they came out of 1800s. The Christmas came out about 1925, 30, something like that. So I'm not talking about that. But just those foods were so delicious, man. I mean, from the meats, from the we didn't have many fruits. I don't remember a lot of fruits. Not even a lot of vegetables. But we had vegetables. We just did not like them. I wonder why. But we just did not like vegetables as much. But I liked it. I always liked something like cabbage and stuff like that, whatever. But anyway, we ate good. I ate good growing up back in the day. Now, you might say, Joe, why is you talking about those type of foods when you're talking about health? Are you saying those foods was healthy? Now, let me tell you why I'm saying this. Just imagine that first meal I talked about, the fried chicken, the macaroni and cheese, the dressing, the collard greens with a little vinegar on it, the dressing with the cranberry sauce. Now, what the drink was going to be, drink could be anything, mainly Kool-Aid. We drank a lot of Kool-Aid, sweet sugar. Although you could you could hear the sugar scraping at the bottom, sweet sugar. Now, and then the desserts, ice cream and cakes, whatever cake it was, man. We had different types of cakes, mostly homemade. We didn't buy a lot of store cake then. It was mostly homemade cake, but I just put that coconut in there because that wound up being my favorite. But, it was mainly homemade cakes. I don't remember all of them, but we ate good. Now, why is I'm saying this? I'm going to say this. If what made this good and it was okay and it was wonderful, if you only ate that once in a while, listen closely. If I ate that once in a while, or if you ate something like that once in a while, or even one time in your lifetime, but most people don't. If you ate it once in a while, just like a recreational meal, that you get to eat once in a while, it would not harm you. I don't think it would not harm you at all those menus and, foods that I have mentioned. It would not harm you. But just imagine if you've been eating that way the majority of your life growing up. And you look back when you was eating that growing up in your earlier life, you was kind of smaller, you was small, and you was young, and even in your teen years, you was still younger. But you notice as you got older, lifestyle changes. Some people got to doing this lifestyle, as in drinking, maybe smoking, or not all the time. But I'm just saying your lifestyle have changed and everything like that. But you notice you wasn't as mobile and as energetic, and you may picked up a little bit. And some people more than others. It depends on your genes and big bonedness, you know, as you've grown up. But just think about that. If you really just think back, and a lot of us don't remember when we start picking up weight. A lot of us, I'm not talking about the ones that was overweight already. I've been big boned for a while, or heavy for a while. But when it starts staying on, and when you start feeling certain ailments, none of us never put two to two together to think about, could the way I look, the way I feel, the way I act, the way I struggle, you know, could have something to do with my food intake of growing up because I consumed it for so long. Just think about from childhood. This is just my theory. But I think about that with all the research I was doing from the time and time. If I only ate what I was just talking about, even I didn't even talk about the barbecues with the sauce and stuff on it, because it wasn't so much the fried chicken. I mean, it was so much the chicken, it was what was put on the chicken that really hurt a lot of us on the long run. It wasn't the chicken itself. It's not even the barbecue. It's the sauces and the salt. I mean, the sauces and some of the herbs that you put on it that affects us now. But I'm not going to talk about that now. That's a little bit down the road. But you think about that. All the stuff we grew up eating didn't affect us then. Most of us, it didn't. I'm just talking about a personal experience. It didn't affect me then. I can eat that and be good and burn it off because I was younger, and you burn that stuff off. But as you got older, something changed. Something changed. And I'm going to be talking about that a little bit, in my personal experience, what I have been noticing. I can't talk about everybody else, but I know a lot of people have the same testimony, especially if they're like the late baby boomer like me. I'm 59, and and older. And I talked about this quite a bit. If I just ate that once in a while, would I have a lot of issues with my health like now? I don't know. I don't know. But I'm going to say no. If I knew what I know now, no doubt about it, I would be at pretty decent health, no doubt about it. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. The reason I named all that because that was the cycle of my community there, predominantly black, that the way we ate, it was like a norm. We didn't think about health and what these foods do because you didn't hear that talk. You didn't hear cholesterol talk. You didn't hear too much about bad hearts and high blood pressure back then growing up. We just ate and ate. We consumed so much, including the liquids. We consumed so much growing up, in our bodies, and it did not affect us or at least we didn't think it was. Because remember, as years went by, they start adding more junk and stuff in it. But we didn't think of nothing about that. And even today, most of us cannot put two to two together and wouldn't even think that what we grew up eating has a lot to do while we in bad health. Now, most of us. I'm going to be dipping in and out of that in the next upcoming episodes of Body of Christ Real Talk, Health Talk. And the name of this series is, remember, the food that I love was killing me. God bless you all. Peace out. Real Talk with Joseph Brownlee, Body of Christ Real Talk, Health Talk. Stay tuned. Love y'all. Bye-bye. Good night.